Hi everyone, this video, which is part of a larger series, Manners for Kids, is for parents and for children who are struggling a little bit with e-learning and could use some tips and some guidance on how to make the process run smoother. As a parent, I totally relate to this. Like this morning, I was struggling with my daughter on trying to keep her on time and to interact with her teacher online. Now, part of this is because she's 4. So if you have older children, there'll be parts of this that are a little bit more applicable and other parts that are more applicable towards the parent guiding the student. So here, let's start. Okay. This video is titled Good Manners for Distance Learners. And here are some suggestions and tips to try to make this process go smoother. Okay, number 1, you want to be pre-prepared. Okay, so my teacher, or my daughter's teacher, she sends out the agenda for the following morning, the night before. And so what I do is I take that agenda and I put it into an electronic file that looks like this. I printed it out, but to be greener, I keep it in electronic. You can print it out if you like, it's up to you. And I organize it by the subject and by what the links, if there are any links, and then what if there's an assignment. So it looks something like this. And please feel free to screenshot this and to copy it if you'd like. Okay, so the first thing is to be organized. You want to create an agenda for the week and organize the tasks and the assignments. So that way you know what's coming up, so you're not scrambling or confused, because if you have older children, you're gonna have many different subjects with many different teachers and many different deliverables. So it's really important to be organized. The second part is to be on time. So to be on time, we want to set reminders and alarms on our phones, both for the duration of the class, or maybe there's a duration of an assignment, or maybe there's a time every morning that your daughter or son need to be online and they need to be face-to-face with the teacher, or there are several times during the day. So make sure you set an alarm. It's very important to be on time and have those reminders. I found that out the hard way. I needed to do that because every day I'm sitting there waiting ready with my daughter, and then she starts talking to me about something, or she wants to watch Peppa Pig or whatever it is, and I get distracted, and then it's like, oh my gosh, the class already started. So I've done that for myself. I've been there. I totally get it. Okay. The third thing is to be organized. So you want to make sure there's a lot of different logins. There's a lot of different applications that we're using for this. Some people are using conference calls. Some people are using Microsoft systems for this. So what I suggest is that you have a notepad like this one with keys and codes written on it. And on here, I have put the login, the email, the passwords, the call codes, the help number, if you need a help number, which I think is huge, by the way, because when you're having a total meltdown because you cannot figure this out, which I'm not like I've been there or anything, you want to make sure you have that information already written there. It makes the meltdown shorten a little bit. And then you want to have a contact. If there's a contact person, that person's name. So if you want to screenshot this, I'm going to leave it there. Okay, if you want to use it as an example. So make sure you have all those codes written out. You can, and I love these notes because you can stick them around. If you have a bulletin board, even better, you can stick them and you can find them for every class. Just label them correctly and clearly. Okay, the next thing is to be polite. Okay, so you should keep, when you are working, you should keep your mic on mute. This is a good tip for children. Help your child by keeping their mic on mute if they are not speaking, so that way the teacher can be heard, or their classmates that are speaking can be heard. And then when they want to participate, unmute, so it's not like total chaos. And also, this is a virtual classroom. There are many different functions. Some people have a button that they need to push, which is like, does a digital hand, and then the teacher will call on them. Some of them are actually video streaming, and so you can actually raise your hand and the teacher will call on you, but you should not forget those basic etiquette for your in-classroom etiquette. You should also raise your hand. Like, this is not, I mean, it's different because you're doing it from home, but at the same time, you should still raise your hand. You should still wait till your classmates finish speaking or your teacher finishes speaking. The politeness factor still needs to be there, even though we are working from home and maybe in our PJs. Okay, you need to be respectful. So be respectful of your parents and the other people living in your house. You can use a headset if you have one, or if it's applicable, if it's okay. If you don't need one, it's okay. Go to a quiet space if you can, as quiet as possible, and work from there, so that way you're not distracting other people in your home, or maybe your brother and sister are also doing e-learning, or your parents are working from home. So be respectful. That's a huge manners rule there. And the last one is be present. Okay, so carefully listen to what the people are saying online. Don't be having your phone on the side, playing a game or talking to your friend, or having your puzzle on the table and kind of playing with that, or maybe eating. Be organized, be present, and be respectful of the people that are putting on on the classroom, because it's just like you're in school. It's the same concept. So I hope these tips helped. Again, I'm going to be posting this on my page, so please check it out. Please share it with any parents that you think this would be helpful for.